What's up everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's speed build, I am building a starter home in Evergreen Harbor, and like you can see probably, I have the modern development neighborhood action plan enabled in this neighborhood because I really like that action plan and I really like the way it makes the neighborhood look. So yeah, I definitely wanted that neighborhood action plan enabled for this build because this house is very modern and it definitely fits in with the surrounding area whenever that plan is enabled. And the neighborhood, or I mean this starter home is actually pretty small, but it does have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So I gave myself a budget of 24,000 simoleons because I think that that is the actual starter budget that the game gives you when you start out with a family of 3 Sims. I'm actually not too sure if I got that right. So if I didn't get that right, I'm so sorry. That means that you just have to save up a little bit of money before you can actually buy this house. But I looked it up and I think that the game gives you 24,000 simoleons whenever you start out with 3 Sims. So yeah, once again, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But yeah, this house costs, or it comes in at just under 24,000 simoleons, which is still pretty good. Like, it's definitely not too expensive. Like I said, it is pretty small, but that is basically mainly because of the fact that it has 2 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms, because there's also a bedroom downstairs. So if you remove the bedroom downstairs, you definitely have a lot more space to work with, and you can definitely create a way more spacious and nicer looking living area as well, because right now the kitchen and the living and the dining area is just very crammed together. But at the same time, I really like the way it looks. I really like the fact that it is that crammed together. It really makes sense for a starter home like this. So yeah, I was definitely really enjoying it, but it's not too bad. Like, having 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms for your Sims to use is actually very nice. And I also made sure to add to place a tub in one of the bathrooms, because I did make sure to also furnish a bedroom for a toddler. So if you want to be able to bathe your toddler, you're gonna need a tub. So I did make sure to place down a tub in one of the bathrooms, and I did that in the downstairs bathroom, if I'm not mistaken, which it looks kind of awkward. I mean, the shape of the bathroom is pretty awkward, but I play tested it and it works perfectly fine. So you should be fine there. But you can really see the house come together. Furnishing this house really didn't take me too long because it is a starter home. So I always make the mistake of thinking that I have way more money to spend than I actually do. So I usually go for like nicer kitchen appliances and stuff like that, and then by the time I get to furnishing the bathrooms, I am out of money, and that is not a thing that I want to happen. So I did make sure to actually go for the cheapest kitchen counters possible, and later on I was actually able to switch them out for nicer ones. I didn't switch out the cabinets though because I didn't have enough money for that, but when I was done furnishing this house, I actually did have some money left. So I was able to go ahead and yeah, just change out the cabinets or the kitchen counters for nicer ones. And I was also able to just place down a couple more decorations and yeah, just clutter up the bedroom a little bit better or nicer, and just make it a little bit more lived in. I could add some plants and stuff like that. So that was actually very nice. Like, I actually had some money left over when I was done furnishing the house, and that I don't think that has never happened to me ever before. So I was really happy about that. So yeah, this house actually has space for 2 adults, a child, and a toddler, but obviously you can swap out the toddler furniture or the kids' furniture like to whatever your household needs. But that is just what I wanted to make sure and do. So that's what I did. Oh yeah, and I was also able to, in the end, change out the dirty, gross looking mattress in the parents' bedroom for an actual bed. So that was also pretty nice. Did cause some routing issues in the beginning because the bedroom is pretty small, so I had to place the bed a little bit into the wall. But I play tested it in the end and it works out just fine. So you should be fine there. Just make sure to activate BB.move objects before you place this lot down, but that pretty much goes for anything that I build. So you're probably used to that if you use my builds at all. But yeah, here you can see that I furnished one bedroom for the child and one for the toddler. And I basically, in the beginning, just placed down the bare necessities. So I gave them a bed, I gave them a dresser, I gave them a couple toys. I made sure to give the toddler a potty as well. And then I did have some money left over so I could give them just curtains and stuff like that in the end as well. And the rugs that I used that came with the Nifty Knitting Stuff pack are actually free, so that was pretty nice free decoration as well. I mean, some people think that's cheating, and it is, in a way it definitely is, but I don't know. For this house, I didn't really mind all that much. I mean, it's a starter home all the same, so yeah, I didn't really mind it. But of course, if you mind using debug, if you think that's cheating, which basically it is, so yeah, I don't blame you if you do think it's cheating. You can definitely just delete those items or switch them out for something else. But yeah, I was definitely making use of the debug catalog. Also when it comes to the landscaping, because I did give them a whole like backyard and stuff like that with plants and landscaping and all that. And all those plants are definitely free. I used only debug items in the backyard. So yeah, once again, if you think that is cheating, I don't blame you. You can just delete it and save up for landscaping and stuff like that if you want to. But if you want the lot to look a little bit more lived in from the get-go, you can just use the debug items. Like, it's all up to you. I personally don't mind it, so I went crazy with the debug items. But yeah, here you can see that I could swap out the gross looking mattress for an actual bed, and I was also able to give them a little mirror and just some shelves and place down some decorations on there, and yeah, just made the whole place a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit better and a little bit more filled up. Oh yeah, I was also actually able to place down a computer because I was thinking that I would not have budget for that, but I actually did, and I could use like one of the nicer computers as well. So the whole budget thing was working out perfectly for me for this build. So I was definitely really happy about that. I swapped out the bookcase for a slightly nicer looking one, and I was also able to actually place down some toilet rolls in the bathrooms as well, because that's always one of the things that I save money on. But for this build, I could actually place down the toilet rolls as well, the toilet paper things. So that was actually pretty nice. But here you can see I started on the landscaping. I didn't actually even use terrain paint for the whole terrace area. I used actual tiles, so those cost money as well. So I don't know what was going on, but the whole budget thing worked out perfectly, and I was really excited about it. But here you can see that I used a whole bunch of debug plants. I basically went crazy with it because I wanted to make the house look very nice and green and just have a lot of greenery, because I also, yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to make it a little bit more eco-friendly. I didn't place any like solar panels or anything because those are just a little bit too expensive. Like, I did not have the money for that. But you can definitely save up for those items and make the house more eco-friendly as you're playing and as you're making money. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do, but I did make sure to use mostly eco-friendly wallpapers and flooring and stuff like that. So just eco-friendly materials. I made sure to use all eco-friendly materials, and like you can see, the house also has a green roof, so that is very eco-friendly as well. By the way, I do realize that I completely forgot to place down a bin on the inside of the house, but there is space for that. So I did make sure to place down an outside bin, but I completely spaced out on placing down an inside bin. So just, yeah, if you want to play with this house, make sure to add an inside bin, yeah, on the inside of the house. But yeah, there's definitely space for that. So you can definitely do that. That wouldn't be a problem, I don't think. So yeah, I gave them a little debug fence as well because I just wanted to close off the house or the backyard a little bit more because it is right by the road. And if you're gonna have your kids playing in the backyard, I'm pretty sure that you would want the backyard to be a little bit more closed off. And I also gave them a swing, which would be fun for the kids as well. But yeah, that is basically already it for this build. So you can definitely go ahead and download this build off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!